Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Amashak Malak Yahweh Shai. And this is the fourth commandment. So remember the Sabbath. Remember the Sabbath. All praise to the Most High. Shalom to all of the brothers out there that go out there and do the work, that labor, they read, they fasting, they praying, they studying, they being diligent. They going out there to do, to shake the hand and seal the hopeful elect. Shalom to all the sisters out there, Salaki that's married, reverencing their husbands, cooking, reading, being steadfast in the works, with the sewing and the cleaning, and teaching the good kids, and being a teacher and an example of good things to the children. And shalom to the sister that's not married as of yet, but they're being holy in body and in spirit, being separate and staying away and abstaining from the concupiscence and the lust, the lewdness and lasciviousness of this world. Shalom to all of the brothers out there that's not married as of yet, but they getting built up in the spirit to go out there to teach the people, shake the hand and seal the hopeful elect. And shalom to all of the children out there too that stand away and abstaining from these agendas that's being pushed. All of this wild madness that's going on out here. Shalom. But nevertheless, this is a commandment, the fourth commandment that a lot of our people do forget. They've forgotten. And they put this main commandment off. It's to remember the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day is the Sabbath of rest. And in this day we ain't supposed to be, doing no work, no cooking, no cleaning, no doing anything of our own pleasures. Right? Okay, so nevertheless, let me share my screen first. Let me get these few openers right quick. It's the book. It's the book of Second Esdras. All right. Chapter 7 and verse number 21. And it reads, so like it is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 7 and verse number 21. And it reads, for God hath given straight commandment to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment, right? So the Most High God, man, he gave straight commandment, right? He didn't give no crooked half sins and he taking it and he changing his mind up. No, he said, he gave straight commandment, right? And so we could know what to do. You know what I'm saying? To live. You know what I'm saying? So we could avoid the punishment, the judgment of the Most High, right? Let me go to this book. Let me go to the book of Baruch, right? It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, classic, verse number 1. And it reads, this is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever, right? So you have a lot of people say, that was the Old Testament and we ain't gotta keep the laws no more. That's not. It's not over. This law endured forever. It endured then and it's enduring now. And we gotta keep doing them, and we gotta keep doing the Most High's commandments. We gotta keep doing these things. We gotta keep rehearsing these righteous actions, man. Keeping the Sabbath day, because this is our heritage, man. Right? But nevertheless, I'm going to finish reading. It said, "This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." Right? Hey, so when you leave these commandments, man, hey, you win sin. Hey, you know what happens when you sin? Hey, you get put to death, man. Like the Lord said in the book of Romans, right? You know, said 6:23, for the wages of sin is death, right? So let me get this one. Let me get this other precept, the book of Proverbs, right? Chapter 7 and verse number 2, right? I'm gonna start at verse 1. It said, "My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live," right? "And my law as the apple of thine eye," right? It's like, so we gotta keep the Most High commandments and live. We gotta lay up His commandments in our hearts, man. We gotta study to show ourselves approved, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. Hey, until the end comes, man. We gotta endure until the end. We gotta do these things until the Most High says so. Until the Most High comes. You know what I'm saying? And until the Most High says that, guess what? I'm getting you out of this captivity. I'm destroying this land. We gotta endure to the end, man. You know, because this is because we've been told lies all our life, and we ain't gotta keep the Lord's commandments. That we ain't gotta obey the that we ain't gotta obey the dietary laws no more. We ain't gotta go wait. The Lord's Day is damn Sunday, and hey, we could. They saying that, oh, we could work on Saturday. No, man, you can't. That's off, man. That's off, man. And you not keeping these days, man. Hey, let's believe it's like the Most High and His angels, man. They taking that in the court, man. They're recording these things, right? Because that's the book of John, chapter 7 and verse 38. And it reads, "He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water." So we got to believe on the Most High, right? How the scriptures have said. You know what I'm saying? We got to believe on the Most High like the scriptures have said. And how we show we believe in the Most High? We believe in the Most High by showing Him. We show that we believe in the Most High by keeping the commandments of the Lord, right? It's the book. Let me get this other precept. It's the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." So look, man, we're gonna know the truth. This is the truth. The truth is the Bible, man. The truth is these commandments. The truth is the words of the Most High God, right? And we gotta keep His commandments, man. All right, let me go to this. It's the book of Isaiah. So we're gonna get into this, right? First, let me get this. We gotta remember to keep the Sabbath day, man. So before I go into that, we're gonna get this precept in the book of Isaiah, right? Chapter 28 and verse number 10, right? And it reads, "For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little," right? So we're gonna go into the fourth commandment. We're gonna break it down precept upon precept, line upon line, bringing out the truth of this high holy day, that bringing out the truth of the words, Lord. Us is like the Lord's word, excuse me. And we're gonna bring it out, and we're gonna be bringing out, hey, this commandment that we gotta keep this day unto this day, right? And this law is not done away with. None of these laws is done away with, right? Nevertheless, let's go right to it. It's the book of Exodus, right? It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20. And verse number 8. I'm going to share my screen so y'all can follow along. Salakia. All right. It's the book of Exodus, right? Chapter 20 and verse number 8, right? And it reads, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, right? You're supposed to remember the Sabbath day, right? To keep this day holy. It means set apart, meaning separate, man. You know, hey, the Most High God separated us, man. And he separated this day, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so we could, hey, for us, man, a day of rest. You know, we gotta remember the Sabbath day. We gotta keep this day holy. No, don't do servile work in it. You know, no cooking, no cleaning. No doing your own pleasures, man. In this day, is solely for you to rest, meditate on precepts, study. You know what I'm saying? Go do the good will of the Most High. Go out there and shake the hand, man, brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's able to go to camp. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be observing this day. Let me go to the book of Exodus, right? The 31st chapter, right? And we'll go to it right here for y'all too. All right. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 31, and verse 15. And it reads, 6 days may work be done, but the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy unto the Lord. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death, man. So look, man, we got 6 days, right? 6 days we could work, right? You know what I'm saying? 6 days make work be done. We ain't gotta, you know said this is one day, you know said it's supposed to be holy and set apart for the Most High. We gotta in this day be able to should be doing this. Hey, sitting at home with the family, teaching the family, brothers, teaching the family, you know what I'm saying? Hey, going over scripture, meditating the law, you know, hey, getting yourself together, you know what I'm saying? Hey, in the spirit for the next week, man. You know, we should be sitting in this day right now, observing the Sabbath day, listening to your elders, those that may have, hey, be at the schools learning the law. Hey, y'all should be in the law, man. In this Sabbath day, y'all should be in the scriptures in this Sabbath day. Y'all should be meditating on the things of the Most High in this Sabbath day, right? Go to the book of Genesis, right? Genesis 2. Gotta go to it. Genesis 2, right? Genesis 2 and verse number 3. It's talking in verse number 2, right? It said, and I'm gonna just start at verse 1. It said, and Salaki. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work, which he had made, and rested on the seventh day. Right? Now, it said and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. Right? So look, he said, hey, he rested on the seventh day. Now that wasn't saying, right? Like, cause the Most High God is above rest. He needs no rest. He don't have to go to sleep because he's perfect, man. Most High God is perfect. He don't need sleep. He don't have to take a you know what. You know what I'm saying? At nighttime. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the night. The Most High God, he waking up from his sleep, and he taking a poop, man. And you got to do a number two. Nah, man, he perfect. He above that, man. He don't need to sleep. He don't need to rest. But it said, and he rested. Amen. And his work was finished on the seventh day, right? I mean, everything was complete. It was all done. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm good. Everything is good. Everything is good. He rested, not like he went to sleep. He said he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. See that? And that's plain. Rested, like he finished it. It was complete. He completed all the work that he made. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't go to sleep, man. Right? It's the Sabbath day, man. Where he sanctified it. He set it apart, man. From Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, prep day, Shabbat, man. Rest, man. That's what that word Shabbat means, to rest, man. So we gotta be resting in this day. Hey, all of our work is completed. What we trying to go and get overtime for, man? We trying to get extra hours, get extra hours and do all get all the money that we can get. We gotta work 7 days. People be trying to work 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? We trying to work 7 days a week, man. You try to work Sunday to Saturday, man. What time are you giving to the Most High? If you're working 7 days a week, you're not giving any time to the Most High. You're not giving yourself time, to meditate. You know what I'm saying? You're not taking this time out, to rest on the things that you've learned, man. You know what I'm saying? To meditate, to ponder and think about the things of the Lord, you know, to think about the blessings, to think about how mighty the Most High God is, to give us a day that we could, sit back and just think about Him and praise Him in, you know. But how people do these things, they want to do their own pleasures, you know. They plan 2K the whole Shabbat. Well, it is rest day, and I ain't, I didn't get to play 2K all week, but so what I'm saying. So he's just going to do it the whole Shabbat. Just play the game the whole Shabbat, man. You ain't dove into none of the law. You ain't meditated on no precepts that you've learned. You ain't even teaching your family, man. You know what I'm saying? You just doing you, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this not a day just for you to do you, man. It's a day for you to do what the Lord told you to do, man. And that's keep the commandment and remember the Sabbath day. You know? Let's go to Exodus 16. Go to it right here too. Right. Go to it right here too. Exodus 16. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 16. Right. And verse number 23. And it reads, and he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord, right? Bake that which ye will bake today, and seeth that which and seeth that ye will seeth, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning, right? So that was going into, preparing the food. This is Friday. This is the so-called Friday, right? You know what I'm saying? This was during the time when this during the time of, the manna, man, and prepping for the Shabbat in the wilderness, man. you know. So so Moses was telling them, hey, prepare what you're gonna prepare today, you know what I'm saying, which is Friday, which just passed, which was the memorial blowing the trumpets, you know. So it was like a double Shabbat because after the new moon is a Shabbat too, and that day you can't do no buying or selling in that day either. You know what I'm saying? So we had a double Shabbat, right? Excuse me. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Hey, in the Sabbath day, you have 6 days to do all these things. Friday is the prep day, so-called Friday. The 6th day is the prep day. You gotta bake what you're gonna bake, fry what you're gonna fry, prepare what you're gonna prepare, cook it or whatever, and lay it up into the next day. You know what I'm saying? And keep it into the next day. Don't be on. You can't be in Shabbat. Hey, taking the chicken, seasoning the chicken, thawing out the chicken, you putting the seasoning, you putting it in the flour, you're getting the hot grease ready on the stove, and no, man, you gotta do that on the prep day, man. You know, on the Sabbath day, dang, I gotta go get a aluminum pan so I can put the chicken in it. Dog, you should have, you gotta do that on the prep day, man. You gotta do what you're supposed to do the prep day, to prepare for the Sabbath day, to prepare for the Shabbat, man. To prepare so you have everything that you need, you know what I'm saying, and no one of nothing, no need to go do anything but to sit in the Shabbat and worship the Most High and praise the Most High and pray to the Lord and study and read, and teach your family, and go out and shake the hand, and try to seal the hope for elect, man. You know, let's go to Exodus 35, right? Excuse me, that going throat dry. Slocky. Exodus. Right, chapter 35. Oh man, what I do? What I just do? What I just do? Slocky. Right? It's the book of Exodus, chapter 35, right? And verse, right? I'm gonna start at verse number 2. It says, 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day there shall be to you an holy day, right? A Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death, right? Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations on the Sabbath day. So on the Sabbath day, you can't kindle any fire on the Sabbath day, right? You try to, dang, I do want some lamb, you know, want some lamb on the grill, man. You go and get the damn lighter fuel, the lighter, and the charcoal, and you lighten, hey, you going the hell off, man. You lighten up the grill, on the Sabbath day. You light up the grill. You got the music playing. You got the grill man sandals on with the tongs. Talk about some Shabbat Shalom, man. That's madness, man. You're supposed to did that on the prep day. You know, you're supposed to did that on the prep day on the Friday, so called on the 6th day, man. You had 6 whole days to go and get some lamb off the grill, but you wait until the Shabbat, which is a day for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Sabbath, it said a Sabbath of rest to the Lord, not a Sabbath of rest to Jerron, you know, to Jimmy, who wants the lamb on the Shabbat. No. It says verse 3, it said, ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the earth. So like upon the Sabbath day. Excuse me. Yeah, so hey, you shouldn't be kindling fire in this day, man. Anything that you need to get it the prep day. You got a whole 6 days. Get it throughout the week to prepare for the Sabbath. You know, you ain't gotta wait. You ain't always gotta wait until prep day to get everything. Nah, get it through the week. The Sabbath coming up. It's coming up on the so-called Saturday. You know, hey, prepare these things through the week. You know, get this out of Nehemiah, right? Excuse me, I kind of got like a little slight headache for some reason. Like that all morning. All praise to the Most High, though. Go to Nehemiah, right? See what Nehemiah said, man. Let's go to Nehemiah right fast. Nehemiah 10. 31, right? And it reads, and if the people of the land, this the book of Nehemiah to the 10 and 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that ye would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, right? And that we will leave the seventh year and the exaction of every debt. So it says right, anywhere it said, and if the people bring, if the people of the land bring ware, right? Ware talk about clothes, merchandise, anything like that, or any victuals. Let's talk about like non-perishable items like food, whatever the case may be. Anything like any provisions on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it. So there's no buying and selling, right? There's no buying nor selling in the Sabbath day, right? So you brothers and sisters that may own businesses, that may have, that may have food or things like that, you can't buy or sell on the Shabbat, man. But you see these heathen, they try to put out all the damn food stands, you know what I'm saying, on the weekend, boosting up, you know what I'm saying? Come on and get you some of this and that. Come and get this and that. Nah, you can't buy or sell, right? On the Shabbat, man. You can't do no buying or no selling on the Shabbat, right?
Shalom, King. Shalom.
Oh, snap. Shalom. Hold on, where you at? Brother just hopped in this thing. Shalom.
God. All
All
praise.
praise. I
God.
ain't gonna hold you. I was looking around, almost looked around for a second. Slacky.
Hey, let me get in there real quick, man. Real quick.
Get in
Uh,
there, man.
got a precept real quick. Let me turn my camera on. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
All praises, man. Right. So how the brother was going into, saying, hey, we gotta keep the Sabbath, right? And hey, our people, they kept this day serious, man. This wasn't just no joke, where it's just hey, we could just kick back and just, do this and do that. No, hey, this is a holy day to the Most High. I know you already brought that out in Exodus probably already. You know what
Con.
I'm saying? So I got a precept in the book of Second Maccabees, chapter 6, and I want verse. I'm gonna start at 11, maybe. Let me see. Second Maccabees, chapter 6, and verse. Actually, I'm gonna start at 9. It says, and no, I start at 8. It says, moreover, there went out a decree to the neighboring cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. And whoso would not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. For there were 2 women brought who had circumcised their children, whom they had openly led round about the city, the babes hanging at the breast that they cast down along from the wall. Right, this the next verse is the point. But at this time, during us in captivity to the Greeks, and we had to follow their fashion, we had to follow their ways, man. Or they kill us. And they hung these babies because they got circumcised. Right? But check this out. This is the point right here in verse 11. It said, and others that had run together into the caves nearby to keep the Sabbath day secretly. Right? So, hey, these people fled to the caves. They said, "No, we gotta keep this Sabbath day. No, hey,
Mhm.
we gotta keep it." Right? This is gonna say why. It says being discovered to Philip were all burned together. So anybody that got found, hey, they got burned. Right? It says because they made a conscience to help themselves to honor of the most sacred day. So hey, they said, hey, we gotta go keep this Sabbath day because it's the most sacred day to the Most High, right? And I know he brought that out in Exodus 20, but I'm gonna bring it out again real quick
Bring it out.
because he said, hey, that's the most sacred day. It say Exodus chapter 20 and verse I'm gonna jump down to verse 11. In 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. So he said that's a blessed day that he made for us. Right. So he said we got to go and keep the most sacred day, right, that the Lord made for us. Right. And that's how serious it was. They said, hey, we rather to go die. Right? Take this risk to go keep the Sabbath day because you know that it's the most sacred day to the Most High. Right?
Come
We gotta have that zeal for the Sabbath, man. All right, but you
on.
got it though. Just wanted to get that point out there.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. Hey, like your brother said, you gotta have that zeal, man. Hey, that fervent zeal, man, to keep the Sabbath day. Whether you rather die than to break this commandment, man. You
Right.
rather you rather be put to death, man. You know what I'm saying? Than to break this commandment. Or you be ready to put your hands on somebody like Nehemiah, man. I'm trying
Yeah.
to break the Sabbath day. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get
Yeah,
that out right
you
now.
gotta pull that.
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, and I'm gonna start at verse number 15. Right? It said, "In those days saw I in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves and leading asses, as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day.
Right.
And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals." So, right, it was like that was an ancient of days, like ice cream truck, man. You know, they came in there with their asses laden with all manners of victuals and burdens, man, with wine. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it's like that. It was like the ancient of day food truck, man. Came in that thing with all wine and drink and food and merchandise and little things like little trinkets. You know what I'm saying? And these are those people of Tyre, man. Those people that was around Jerusalem at that time, man. And the people of Judah, man. And it says, verse 16, it said, "There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah and said unto them, What evil thing is this that ye do to profane the Sabbath day?" So Nehemiah, man, he said he went to go contend with the elders, man, with the nobles, man. Like, hey, what y'all doing, man? Hey, Nehemiah was like, "Hey, what is y'all doing on the Sabbath day?" Right? Selling stuff, man. Hey, selling stuff, buying stuff on the Sabbath day. It said, verse 18, it said, "Did not your fathers thus?" It's like it said, "Did not your fathers thus, and did not your God?" It's like, "And did not our God bring all this evil upon us and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath." Verse 19, it said, "And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark, right, before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates should be shut and charged that they should not be open until after the Sabbath." And some see now that's going into also how the Sabbath day is from sundown prep day. You know, say the sundown prep day starts at the beginning of the Sabbath. So the so-called Friday sundown would be the beginning of the Sabbath day, and the end of that, and the end of that, and the end of the Sabbath day would be Saturday sundown, right? So it said, and some of my servants set I at the gates, that there should be no burden be, like it said, that there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day. So the merchants, sellers of all kinds of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Hey, so they say, hey, so after Nehemiah and some of his servants, man, his mighty men, and he told them to get out. So they're going to sit. So then they sitting outside of Jerusalem at the wall. You know what I'm saying? On the wall, like, you know what I'm saying? They sitting outside the city, right? So then Nehemiah said this. Then I testified against them and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall? Said, if ye do so again, I will lay hands on you. From that time forth, they no more. So again, so for that it said from that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath, man. Hey, Nehemiah told him, like, hey, y'all come out here again. You know what I'm saying? On the Sabbath day, man. On the Lord's day, on this day, try to sell again. I'm gonna lay hands on y'all. And Nehemiah wasn't no sucker, man. So they knew he wasn't. They knew he wasn't playing around. He was dead serious, man. So he's like, you know what? We ain't about to come around here no more. Dang, he he about to lay. I don't want to get beat up. So yeah, man, you gotta have that zeal, man, to even be to contend for the faith, man, to contend for these commandments of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? All be ready to be put to death for that, man, for the commandments of the Lord. I got another precept, right? It's it's the book of Numbers, right? It's the classic, man. This is what happens, right? It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15, and it's the classic, of course, right? And number 33, right?
That's the
And
spirit.
see that? It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 33. And they that found him gathering sticks, right, brought him unto Moses. So it's like I'm gonna read up. I'm gonna read up.
32.
32, yeah. It says, and it reads, this number is 15 and 32. It said, and while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation. And they put him inward, because it was not declared what should be done to him. Right? So they put him inward, man. They locked him up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they got him up, locked him up, and they waited on what they should do with him, right? I'm gonna read on verse 35. It said, and the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp, right? That's what happened to the man. He was gathering sticks on the Sabbath day. Cause didn't it said in the book of Exodus, man, the book of Exodus, the 35th chapter, man, hey, that you can be put to death. You know what I'm saying? If you doing these servile work, you know what I'm saying, you'll be put to death, man. Just read that. It said, and they should it said, and the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And all the congregation bore him without the camp and stoned him with stones. And he died as the Lord commanded Moses, right? So, when you do these things, man, you playing with fire, man. Hey, because the Most High, he is a consuming fire, man. Hey, he fervent heat. So when you don't keep his word, when you don't keep the Lord's commandments, hey, you could be put to death, man. Don't a lot of people die on the Sabbath day, going to these clubs, going out here to these to these revelings and these banquets. You know what I'm saying? And they out here at the clubs, hey, buying bottles. You know what I'm saying? Going out on dates on the Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? Spending and buying and going to the damn restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people die on the Sabbath day, man. They get shot up. You know what I'm saying? In the car. You know what I'm saying? They get shot up in the club line trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Most High, man, he casting judgment, man. You got a precept?
Con.
Man,
Just to bring up the point, you know what I'm saying? Now, on the Sabbath, you don't want to get over righteous, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? In certain situations, you know what I'm saying? And you going to have to, I mean, let me just pull the precept, then I'll break it down. Let me pull the precept. What would you do in this situation? The book of Luke, chapter 4, and verse number, is what I want. Let me see. It's like it, not 4. 14. Luke chapter 14 and verse number. Let me start at 1. And it came to pass as he went into the house of one of the chief Pharisees to eat bread on the Sabbath day that they watched him. And behold, there was a certain man before him which had the dropsy. And Yahushua answering spake unto the lawyers and Pharisees, saying, is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath day? And they held their peace. And he took them and healed them and let them go. And answered them, saying, which of you shall have an ass or an ox fall into a pit and will not straightway pull him out on the Sabbath day? And they cannot answer him again to these things, right? So meaning you don't want to be over righteous on the Sabbath, right? In the ancient days, you had an ox and it went into a ditch. You just gonna wait till the sun go down? Well, the sun ain't down yet. Guess I gotta wait. You just sit there and just watch your ox suffer,
bleed out.
Like bleed out. And that's why Yahushua kind of confounded them, because I mean, hey, we are there on a spiritual level healing our people, right? Healing our people from the sickness of the mind, right? So hey, it's good to do it's good to do well on the Sabbath day, right? You don't want to be over righteous. Your damn son needs some diapers. Right, you probably, you know what I'm saying, it probably slipped your mind to get some. You probably went into the room, or you know what I'm saying, you went into the box of diapers, like, damn, man, ain't got no more. So say you just gonna let your son just walk around, just bare ass.
The baby kids, right?
Yeah, the baby kids, all right. So you can do what you gotta do, but you know what I'm saying, hey, sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying, don't be over righteous. Hey, right. Pull that ox out the ditch, right? Don't just sit there. Your damn daughter, her bone sticking out her knee. Say, well, it's a Sabbath day. I can't. My gas low. I can't go. Man, gotta go do that, man. All right. I just wanted to bring that quick point out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't be over righteous on the Sabbath day. Hey, the Sabbath was. Let me bring that precept out.
Yeah, bring that out.
Sabbath was made for man.
That's the spirit.
You got it.
No, you got it. I got it, but you got it.
Pull it.
No, you good. You good. You go ahead. Go ahead, do your thing.
Chapter 2. It's like a page of stuff. Mark chapter 2 and verse number 27. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. Right? So, hey, the Sabbath was made for man. Right? It was made for us to rest. You know what I'm saying? To kick back. You know what I'm saying? To worship the Most High. Like the brother was saying earlier, read, study, pray with your family, with the brethren, go out to the highways and byways. And that's what it was made for us, right? And on a spiritual level, hey, we was created before the Sabbath. If I'm not mistaken, we was created before the Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
All right? If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Let me double check that. I don't wanna say something that ain't right. Let me see. Let's go to Genesis.
Maybe 2. Genesis 2. Creation.
Yeah, yep. So we was a man was created before the Sabbath through the Spirit.
Yep.
So the Sabbath, because in Genesis 1 and 26, that's when man was created. Then you go to Genesis 2, that 2 and 1 on down, that's when he made the Sabbath day.
First
Right.
Sabbath, right?
See that? So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the Sabbath was created for us, you know what I'm saying, to have that rest. Right? But yeah, that's all I wanted to bring out, Ken.
Oh, come on. All praise to the Most High. That was right on point, man. Right on time, because that's going into this precept right here too, right? In the book of Exodus, chapter 31, and verse number 16, right? And it reads, "Therefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant," right? Now, perpetual meaning, hey, it's nonstop. It's keep going. It's a perpetual covenant. Year in, year out, decade, century. As long as we are upon this earth, we have to remain to keep the Sabbath, man. We have to keep not all the commandments, man. A perpetual covenant, right? It said, verse 17, it is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever, right? It's forever, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, forever is forever, man. Like how that worldly saying, man.
Forever. Forever, ever. Forever,
Yeah,
ever.
man. Or they're gonna say forever don't always mean forever.
Uh,
How that's off, man. How forever don't always mean forever, man. It's a long time, man. It's a perpetual covenant. It says, right, I'm gonna continue to read. It said, "For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed." So it's supposed to be a refresher, man. You're supposed to be refreshed coming out of this Shabbat, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like the brother was just bringing out, man. Hey, the Most High God made the Sabbath for us. You know what I'm saying? For us to keep. For us to replenish our spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? So we could start the beginning of the next week. You know what I'm saying? Refreshed. Ready to face whatever spirit, whatever demons that we face during the week, man. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to go into it's like for example, going into the infirmary. You know what I'm saying? The infirmary, like you battling all week. You know what I'm saying? You battling whatever spirits you contending, going round for round, pound for pound, blow for blow, man.
right.
Then you go into that corner, man, which is that corner, man, that cut, man. That's the Shabbat, man. Going in that corner, get healed up. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Get refreshed a little bit. Hey, to hop back out there to go again, man. Round two, round infinity, man. We gonna keep going, man. But anyway, let me go to the book of Isaiah, right? The book of Isaiah, right? Chapter 58 and verse number 13, right? And it reads, "If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath," right? It's like it said, yeah. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall so like it says, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor seeking thine own words. Right? So you gotta turn away your foot, man. Turn away your foot from doing your own pleasures in the seventh day. You know, no, you playing the game all day, man. Like I was just bringing up earlier, you playing that game all day. You know what I'm saying? From sun up, from the sun up Shabbat, man. You playing the game. You on my player, my park 2K, working on your damn dunk package, man. Working on your damn what you call what the hell that thing called the dribbling cards, man. Whatever they call it on 2K. You know what I'm saying? You putting in the cheat codes on Grand Theft Auto, man. Grand Theft Auto 5, man. You waiting on that money glitch. You know what I'm saying? On the Sabbath day, all day you just on the game. You ain't studied, you ain't read, You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother's calling you to come to camp. Oh, you late? You done lost track of time. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a little late. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, but you ain't got no reason. You just in there playing the game. You want to finish out the level. This boss got you effed up. I gotta beat him before I go to camp. No, man,
That's
it's
all.
off. No, brother.
Oh man.
No, hey sister, get out there with your husband, man. Hey, and come and hear the words of the Lord. Hey, love and hip hop gonna be there, man.
Nah, don't, nah.
Get off of that stuff,
You
man.
can't even watch that.
It's madness. It's madness, man. Love and hip hop is folly, man. And it's gonna have you stuck in the house on Saturday, man. Watching them daggone Tubi movies, man. But nah, let me get this preset right quick, man. It's the book of Luke, right? It's the book of Luke.
Kind of like it, but just a quick point on that.
Bring it out.
It's not off to do those things, you know what I'm saying? But
That's not off.
you don't want to focus. You waiting. Oh, you thinking all week. I get some time off. The Lord gave us a Sabbath. I'm gonna get on this 2K. Yeah, I already know what I'm this gonna go down. Hey, that's off. Now you choosing a lower day to wait to play 2K.
Meet me at the rec on 2K.
Yeah, that's off. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, sit back, probably watch a little movie, you can play a little game, but you got to put the most out first.
At the end of the day.
Did you read yet, brother? Did you study? Did you go over the precepts? Did you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just sit there and play like the brother was saying, play the game all day.
All day.
Oh, it's time for camp. Let me get up. That's off.
All day. You ain't even took a shower.
You tell your damn friends on the game. I'll be back. Sundown. I'll be back on. That's off.
All right. That's madness.
I gotta go do something. You ain't even telling me you're going to bring out the word. I gotta go do something real. I gotta go handle something.
Right. I gotta go handle something.
That's off.
Like now you been ashamed of the Lord of the word, man.
I gotta go handle something.
That's that Mark 8, man. Mark 8 and 38, man.
Yeah.
You been ashamed of the words of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? You tell the brothers, I gotta go handle something right fast.
I'll be back at sundown.
Be back at sundown. Real quick. All right, y'all. Hey, say your little whatevers, man. That's madness, man. But yeah, don't be on there playing that game all day, watching TV all day, binge watching damn One Piece on Crunchyroll, man. Anime, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're watching damn Demon Slayer. You supposed to be out there slaying demons. That's off.
Man.
But nevertheless, man, let me get this precept. It's the book of Luke, right? Chapter 4 and verse 16. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read, right? Hey, so look, man. Hey, we supposed to be out there, teaching, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, teaching, you got to be out. Hey, if brothers that's apt to teach, that's able to teach, that's out there in, you know what I'm saying? They may be a teacher at their camp. They might be out there a reader at their camp. You know, say they may be holding posts. It might be even a prospect, man, getting built up. You got to get out there and go and do the will doing of the Lord, man. It's like, you know, God, you got to be out there, and we out there trying to seal the hopeful elect, man. Be a fisher of men, like the Most High God made us, man. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you get out there, like how the brother said on that, you got to get up off your. What you doing, man? You ain't doing nothing. You sit on the couch eating chips. Get up off the couch and go out there and shake the hand, man. Go to camp. Don't be in there a daggone keyboard or like type boxing all day. Hey, throwing scriptures on Facebook statuses, man. Tell us, hey, you try to rebuke people online. Nah, get out there and shake the hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me get this other you got a precept?
But I got something real quick.
You want to bring it out?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bring it out.
You're sitting on the couch watching TV, and your life's passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow. Why don't you make a phone call that's going to help you in your future? All you got to do is...
Hey, you sitting on the couch, you watching TV. Hey, the Sabbath's passing you by.
The Sabbath's passing you by, man.
Get up.
Get up and go do the work.
That's the next video, man. Get up.
Get up and do the work, man.
Let
me get this out of Acts, man. Acts 17 and verse 2.
I do got a precept too after you done.
All right, Con. It's the book of Acts, right? Chapter 17. Oh, so like my dad gonna pay this keep getting stuck. There you go. It's the book of Acts, chapter 17, and verse number 2, right? It says, and Paul, as his manner was, went in unto them, and 3 Sabbath days reasoned with them out of the scriptures. Right? You gotta get into these scriptures, man. You gotta go out there, brothers, that has that the most I put that spirit on to go and teach. You gotta get out there and go and reason with Jake and Eve, man. To come out of this world, man. To repent and start and keep the Most High God's commandments, man. Out of the scriptures. Out of the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? But you got it. You got it out. Oh, Salaki. Let me get this last precept. The last one pertaining to that precept, right? It said, and he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath and persuaded the Jews and the Greeks.
Right?
So, you got to get in these scriptures, man. And compel our people, man. Persuade our people, man. To come back to keep the Most High God's commandments, man. Right. To repent, to go out there and shake the hand, man. Like the brother just put out in that video, man. You got to get up, man. Don't let the Sabbath pass you by, man. You got to get up and get out there and do the work. You know? But you got it, King.
I think you already brought out the precept about no buying and selling, right? On Sabbath day. I got a precept to go with that, but you know what I'm saying, before I bring it out, you don't want to be keeping the Sabbath and you're like, man, I can't wait till it's over so I can go do X, Y, and Z.
Right, hastening.
You hastening for the Sabbath to end so you can go freak off after. I say, you got a big date after, or you got to go somewhere. No,
like this.
Yeah.
Looking at your damn watch, man.
You watching the sun.
Right. Missed the whole lesson because you.
Yeah. You asking, would you consider this sundown?
Right.
Is it dark enough yet? That's all. That's all. Hey, this is the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 5. It says, I'm gonna start at 4. Amos 8 and 4. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to fail, saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit, that we may buy the poor for silver and the needy for a pair of shoes, yea, and sell the refuse of the wheat. So these men was off. They're like, man, when the new moon gonna be over? When the Sabbath gonna be over so we can go sell? We can go, you know what I'm saying, come up, right? And they was trying to, they was oppressing the people, right? Taking the money from the poor, right? So these men in the spirit, and they didn't really care about the Sabbath or the new moon. They weren't keeping it in sincerity. They was already thinking what they finna do after. Man, I'm trying to go sell this corn, man. I'm trying to make me some bread. How this gonna make me some money? My brothers always say on the highways about
that's off.
How this gonna make me some money?
That's gonna make me some money.
Yeah. Brothers that been on highways and byways, I'm sure y'all heard that before. Like,
Hey,
I ain't making no money. What y'all doing this for? All
man,
right.
might
Hey,
even
listen,
be
they
trying to
do.
get on you after a while.
Exactly.
Man, you look at this. Man, I don't give a
Yeah.
damn about these shoes.
All right. But the point is, you wanna keep the Sabbath day in sincerity, right?
Right,
Hey, we brought out earlier. This is a holy day, right? This
that's
is the
right.
most sacred day to the Most High. Hey, it's a blessed day to the Most High, right? And don't make it wicked because you don't want to serve the Most High and keeping these things,
Right.
right? You worrying about an ordinary because all the other days just is ordinary,
Ordinary days, right?
right? The Lord said, "Hey, let me pull that real quick in the apocrypha." He said
Bring
He
it out.
made ordinary days some higher than others. So like, let me get that real quick. Direct chapter 33 and verse number where I want to start at. I'm gonna start at verse 7. It said, why do one day excel another, when as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun, right? But by the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished in the altered seasons and feasts. Some of them have he made high days and hallowed them. And so the Lord made the Sabbath a high day, and he hallowed it and blessed it, right? It's a sacred day. It says, and some of them have he made ordinary days, right? Say some days just ordinary, right? It wasn't ordained by the Most High. It wasn't blessed by the Most High. It wasn't hallowed by the Most High, right? And we just had new moon, right? We just had Feast of Trumpets, right? Now we in the Sabbath, a back-to-back hallowed days, high days that the Most High gave to us, right? These not ordinary days that we keep, right? So, hey, you got to remember those things, man, right? That's the point.
Ah, Salaki.
Salaki, there's more on that. Salaki.
Bring it out.
It says, and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of the earth. And much knowledge the Lord had divided them and made their ways diverse. Here it is right here. Some of them have he blessed and exalted, and some of them have he sanctified and set near unto himself. But of them have he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. Talking about man. But hey, some of these days that he, he blessed, he hallowed them, right? Like the Sabbath day that we in right now. Right, so all praise.
Ah. Hey, so I'm about to get ready to close up. You got any closing precepts out?
Khan, I got one.
Bring it up.
Brothers got to remember this one right here. This the book. So like, I'm gonna go to this real quick. The book of Sirach, chapter 24 and verse 23. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law which Moses commanded for a heritage unto the congregation of Jacob. Right. So remember, hey, this is the heritage that the Lord gave us, man. All right. Don't forget to keep the Sabbath day. Right. And I'm gonna keep it short and simple like that. Call all Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shad.
All praise to the Most High, man. I'm gonna get this precept right here, man. This the book of Psalms, chapter 104. You know what, Salaki, I'm not even gonna get that one. Let me get this one. That's kind of like too cut. I'm gonna do a light cut. It's the book of Psalm. It's the book of Proverbs, right? Chapter 15 and verse number 28 says, "The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things." Right? Hey, so it's upon the heart of the righteous, man, to study these precepts, to observe the Sabbath day, to keep the commandments of the Lord. Hey, so we able to answer our people, man, to go out there and preach the word that the Most High put in our mouth, you know, to do these things, man. Hey, but it said, but the mouth of the wicked gonna pour out evil things, man. Don't be listening to these evil pastors, not even just the pastors, everybody that's not talking about keeping the commandments of the Most High God. They just pouring out rhetoric out of their own head off of impulse, telling you wicked things. That's gonna, hey, you got them OGs in the streets. You got them wicked Eve mothers that's telling you to use what you got to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all these people that pour out wicked things out of their mouth, man. Hey, it said in verse 29, it said, the Lord is far from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous, man. So pray in this day. Oh, hey, and be far off from the wicked, right? And let me get this, lad. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Let me get this right quick.
I got one too.
The Psalms, right? This Psalms, right? Chapter 104. Right, let me get that one. In verse number 35. And it reads, I went to 106. Psalms 104 and verse 35. Let the sinners be consumed out of the earth, and let the wicked be no more. Bless thou the Lord, O my soul. Praise ye the Lord. With that, I digress. You got your precept up?
Short and simple. Psalm chapter 119 and verse 44. So shall I keep thy law continually, forever and ever. Right? So we got to continue to keep the Sabbath day continually, consecutively, every week, forever and ever.
Perpetually.
So, hey, like the title say, remember the Sabbath day.
And I'm going to close out finally with this. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right.
With that, I'd like to give a call like Yahweh by Shema Mashak Womalak Yahweh Shai, Lord willing. Israel was edified. Y'all take these precepts. Y'all use these precepts and apply them. Don't just be hearers of the word, but be doers. You know, you got anything else you need to say out?
And all praise to the Most High. Right. Lord willing, y'all have a mighty Sabbath. Right. Y'all finish it out strong. But as they go out to the highways and byways, y'all bring it out in sincerity. Right. And all praises to the Most High. Kom Yashua. Shalom.
Shalom.